Welcome to Settlement Agreement Lawyers, the UK's dedicated service for expert advice on settlement agreements and employment disputes. You've booked a meeting with one of our lawyers. Before your call, this short video explains what a workplace grievance is, how it fits into employment law, and why settlement agreements are often used to resolve grievance situations. What is a workplace grievance? A workplace grievance is a formal complaint raised by an employee about their treatment at work. This might relate to bullying or harassment, discrimination, unfair treatment by a manager, changes to role, pay or working conditions, failure to follow company procedures. Grievances are usually raised in writing and should be handled through a fair internal process. Why grievances matter legally? Once a grievance is raised, your employer has a legal obligation to deal with it properly. If a grievance is ignored, mishandled, or leads to retaliation, this can strengthen potential claims, including constructive dismissal, discrimination, or unfair dismissal. Because of this legal risk, employers often look to resolve disputes through a settlement agreement rather than allowing matters to escalate. How settlement agreements are used in grievance cases. A settlement agreement may be offered, while a grievance is ongoing, after a grievance outcome, or when the employment relationship has broken down. The agreement usually includes compensation, confidentiality provisions, and an agreed exit. And by law, you must receive independent legal advice before signing. What we'll discuss during your appointment. During your advice call, your lawyer will review the background and grievance issues, explain what legal claims you may be giving up, assess whether the settlement offer is fair, review confidentiality, references, and exit terms. Ensure you are not being pressured to sign. Once signed, the agreement is final and legally binding. Let's look at an example together. Let's look at an example. James raised a formal grievance about how he was being managed and concerns about unfair treatment. The grievance process stalled and the working relationship broke down. His employer offered a settlement agreement. After legal advice, James understood his options, negotiated improved terms, and left his role with clarity and protection. How to get started? Getting started is simple. Upload your settlement agreement and book your appointment at settlementagreementlawyers.co.uk. In most cases, your employer will cover the legal fees, so there's no cost to you. Workplace grievances can be stressful and complex, and how they are handled can have serious legal consequences. We're here to make sure you understand your rights and exactly what you're agreeing to before you sign. Visit settlementagreementlawyers.co.uk to get started.